Hi there, I'm David Viner. I'm the British Council's Programme Area Lead for Climate Change. I run the British Council's global programme of climate change activity across our network.
Okay, David, obviously climate change has become a major global issue. How concerned are you generally about climate change?
I'm very concerned about climate change. I've been a climate scientist for nearly 20 years. I've worked at the Climatic Research Unit at the University of East Anglia, Natural England and now the British Council. This is an issue which is of global importance. It will affect everyone on the planet, and the rate and magnitude of change is unprecedented. It's something that we have to learn to deal with, but also have to learn to adapt to, and also put in the right policies to make sure that we can reduce our emissions.
When did you sort of first realise the scale of the issue?
I was very fortunate, or unfortunate in a way. I first came about it in 1991 when I started work. I was finishing my PhD and I started work at the Climatic Research Unit and was involved in the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change process from very early days. I was aware very early about what we were facing and the scale and the rate of change and the magnitude of change and how it compares to what's happened in the past. This is unprecedented, and the driving force, the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, are at geologically incredible levels.
And I mean, to tackle this is obviously going to take, you know, a lot of global effort and a lot of global cooperation. What do you do in your own life or your work life to try and reduce your emissions?
Well, through work I'm putting in place I'm with my team a major global programme to address climate change across our network, working with many thousands of young people with our climate generation programme, for example, looking at solutions on the ground that they can take. On a private basis, a personal life, I'm very much aware of what my impact on the world is, looking to make sure I get the best food, the right food, locally sourced food. I'm trying as much as possible to reduce emissions overall across my daily life.
Is there any steps that would make you want to do more?
Well, that's a challenging question for me. I think there's an awful lot more that everyone can do. We need to work together at community level, individual level, society level, national level, global level to address this problem. I put in place solutions that maybe seem quite simple, turning off lights, changing light bulbs, driving less, etc. But looking at how we can solve the problem at a global level and bring together the real, the global consensus to put in place a legally binding deal at the forthcoming climate talks in Cancun in Mexico.
Okay, our government, the new coalition government, wants to be the greenest ever. What would you say are the most urgent issues to address?
Well, I think the main thing is really rallying support at an international level for reaching a binding deal at Cancun and throughout the Conference of the Parties, the COP process. There's lots of things as well in terms of what we do as a country, invest a lot more in green industries, but also work within society to make sure that people are changing their lives, realising what impact they're having, and that they can change accordingly.
Finally, after Copenhagen, if you had a message to world leaders to solve the problem, what would it be?
One message to world leaders: you understand the problem, you know what it is, you all accept that, just sign up. Break down the barriers that exist between different countries, look at how you can work together in a lot more collaborative manner, and sign the deal. It's for the future benefit of not ourselves, maybe even not people my age, but the young people on this planet deserve that deal to be reached.